Atenção todos! Aí vem mais uma do... Let's get
Hey, my friends, and welcome in. Listen, this is our very first Spill the Tea Saturday. I'm excited about it. My friends, this is where I will answer your burning questions about tech, tools, and taking your visibility to the next level without the burnout and the overwhelm. And so, one of the questions I've been getting over and over is simply, Tammy, how do I show up online without showing my face? And I get it because faceless reels and is a real thing. Or maybe you're shy, or maybe you're just not camera ready, or maybe you want to create content that focuses on the message, not the makeup. I actually had one of my coaches really hone into one of that, and it's actual facts. So many people are expecting us to show up online in a certain way. And not just for reels. This particular question was more so about how do I do full episodes doing such a thing. And so, as you can see, I am simply demonstrating by example. So today I'm going to show you why faceless content is trending. We're also going to talk about why it's the perfect place to start and exactly how to create it using StreamYard. I'm going to give you a step by step so you can go live, teach, and connect with your audience without turning the camera on yourself. Listen, faceless content is trending. It most definitely is trending. And the rise of faceless reels and videos is really everywhere. It's over all platforms. And it's not just for shy creators because I do not consider myself to be shy for the most part. Maybe I have some situational shy. I have situational shyness. That's what I call it. But for the most part, not shy. But all of the platforms and even the algorithms have been pushing value driven content over the heavily polished, perfect videos. So this means audio, slides, screen shares, and creative visuals are really winning the game. Here are three reasons why this is a great starting point. Especially if you know you want to be on camera or you will be on camera, but you want to start and you're not right. You're not really quite ready for it yet. So number one, there's lower pressure, but then you can have higher consistency. So there's no need to wait until your hair is done or till you have the perfect background or till you have all of the lighting in place. No. This puts that waiting game to bed to rest so you can stop that one. That's no longer an excuse. Why? Because faceless reels and video recordings are trending. No excuse now. Then it also pushes, another reason is that it pushes your message first marketing. So your audience focuses on what you say, not how you look. I'm not saying that that doesn't matter. It matters to a point, but it shouldn't be the main thing. So this message first marketing allows you to keep the main thing the main thing. And that's the message. That's the value add. That's the solution that you settle for your ideal client. Then number three, it's scalable content. Yes. So once you record a faceless session, you can repurpose it. And you probably have seen me do this. I'll put it as long form content on one platform, and then you'll see it as a reel or a short or even a podcast. Like if you do this right, you can have this even as an audio so that you can create your podcast just as well. So scale. So for example, my sit, soak, and seek sessions, they are a perfect example. And that's actually what this Question reference. So my sit soak and seek sessions uses visuals. We use scriptures and teaching without me being on camera, and yet they're some of my most engaged content. Hmm. Yeah, people have even asked me if I have a devotional or a study to go along with some of the things that I've done, because I've done it in series, such as the Surrender series. And we did 40 days of prayer, or one year we counted down the last 80 days of the year. We prayed every day at the same time for 80 days, closing out a year. So it's really scalable content, and people will connect to it. But here's the thing, my friends, you have to have a set mind for faceless visibility. Zechariah 4 and 10 says, "Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin." This is why I want to take any excuses out of the way so that you could just really start. I have five other burning questions that people are asking literally, and I'm talking even this week these same five questions showed up. But I wanted to start here because this one is the biggest win, not for me but for you. It's the biggest win because it's the space where you can just truly give yourself permission to begin. Starting with faceless content is still starting. Starting with faceless content is still obedience, and it's stewardship, not perfection. So, your mindset or your set mind has to be in a space where you understand that visibility isn't just physical, it's also a positioning. It's purposeful positioning, to even be clear. And so, if your assignment is to teach, to inspire, or to guide, then your presence can be felt even without you being seen. Faceless is not less than, in fact, it is strategic. And I have really settled into that space of being more strategic instead of staged. Um, Now, don't get me wrong, it still matters to me that certain things are in order, but that's because it's me and that's my brand and that's my content. That's how I choose to show up. However, I've also strategically made the decision that on Mondays at 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, I'm not going to. That's when I show up for the meditation space, the sit, soak, and seek space. So I'm not going to get up at 4:30 really pressuring myself to be in this space where I can show up the way that I like to show up or I've been called to show up. No, I can really hone into the space where now I'm doing my personal meditation space and time before I come in and help other people do it. I would always do it, but then sometimes I would have to get up at 3 or 3:30. Well, this just gives me the opportunity to flow with ease. Remember, we're not busy, we're full. And in that space of fullness, we're not burnt out, we're not overwhelmed, but we're flowing with ease. All right. So now I want to just talk to you and just kind of walk through step by step. So grab your tea, grab your pen and your paper, your notebook, however you do it, because we're going to talk about how to create faceless videos using StreamYard. And to be honest, friends, like at this very moment, I'm literally in my StreamYard platform recording this video because I want to lead by example. So, step one, I want you to prep your content. Decide what your core message is, one main topic, your three sub points work best. Y'all know what space I flow in. 3 points and a close with the main topic. So, whatever that is for you, make sure that you prep your content first. So, gather any visuals or slides or scripture images that you're going to be showing and any relevant B rolls or static backgrounds. So, for me, what I typically do is when I know I am going to have the topic, I head on over to Canva, and then I create my slide. Um, and I'll create the slide to have the title and the sit, soak, and seek on it using whatever visuals that I have. So if it's my anchored show, you'll see the word anchored at the top. Is if it's the sit, soak, and seek, you'll see sit, soak, and seek. So people will know which way to flow, like which content that they're looking for. And so, since this is spill the tea, then you will see spill the tea. That's just how I like to organize my content and how I also like to be clear so people can, my ideal clients can go to the content that they are looking for. All right. So, you want to go ahead and create. Gather and do all of those things. That's what I call prepping your content. Then, number two, I want you to go ahead and open up StreamYard and get set up. So, shameless plug, if you do not have a StreamYard account, there's a link down at the bottom of this video within the show notes, my friends. You can click on this link and there will be a reward for you. And we both will benefit by you using the StreamYard link below. And so, you will set up your account, and so this is assuming that you already have a StreamYard account. So if you want to learn a little bit more about how to navigate through StreamYard and all of those great things, just let me know and I'll be happy to do a video about that as well. You can send that to my email at Tammy R. Nobles, contact at tammyrnobles.com. All right, so log into StreamYard. Then you're going to click create. So you can choose to live stream or record only. So if you live stream, that is literally what that means. You are going live. You're going live for whatever platform that you choose to connect that to. Or you can record only, and this gives you the opportunity to really hone in on batching your content. And so you will select live stream or record only, and then you select your destination if you choose to go live. So if you're going to be recording on YouTube, then you can click that as well. And for the StreamYard basic plan, my friends, you could be in three places at one time. So you could be on YT, you could be on FB, you could be on LinkedIn, all at the same time if that's what you choose to do. Or not, if you're pre-recording, then just none of these are applicable and click pre-record, click recording. So three, then you are going to just really drop into the stream, right? Turn your camera off. That's the bottom menu. Click the camera icon, and so you'll see the X. Not the X, but the line that will go through camera. You want to make sure that your mic is on and make sure you test your microphone. There have been times where I've recorded. Oh my God. I've recorded. I thought I was live and in charge. Ma'am, sir. I found out after the whole 30-minute, 45-minute recording that none of it, you all heard none of what I was saying. So make sure you have your microphone on, but also test it. Test your microphone. And then you want to add your overlay. And that's the space where, so at number one, I told you to prepare your content. Go ahead and design what it is that you want to have as your overlay. Well, this is where you now, step four is where you're going to add your overlay. That's what it's called. So if you are in the stream, right, and on your right side, if you scroll down, there's a place called overlay. So there's in bold, you'll see where it says overlay. If you go down to where it says video clips, you've gone too far. It's right before that. So in the brand tab on the right side, you click overlays, and then you simply upload your full screen graphic. So that means it has to be PNG or JPEG. whether it's your scripture slide or if it's your video background, then you could put that down in the video, or whatever that is. But download it and then upload it by clicking the more. You'll see the box that says more and it has a little plus size sign in it. So you click there, and since you've already downloaded from Canva, then that should show up, or whatever your design tool is. My fault. So you already have that downloaded. Once you click more under overlay, it will then select your PNG or JPEG. And again, if you're doing a video, then you want to do this same process under video clips. And then when you click more, you click on the the uh, the design that you would like to utilize, such as my spill the tea overlay that you're looking at as we record this video. And you simply upload your full screen graphic scripted slide or video background from Canva. So Canva exporting setting is a pro tip. I just kind of want you to use to really be aware of, is that your PNG for images, MP4 for animated backgrounds, right? So it's PNG for images or MP4 for animated backgrounds if you're using Canva. So those give you the best results. So sidebar. All right, then you just literally click. So now you see it in your overlay menu, right? So once it's uploaded and you see it in your overlay menu, that's the space that you want to click on. And voila. You now, friend, can record using this overlay because this will be over your picture. So you will see a little round circle of yourself because you turned your camera off, or you'll see an image of a person because your camera is off. But now, once you click on the actual design, slide, then you will now see that slide show up on your screen. And it's really that simple. And here's the thing, friends, if you are using this um, as a screen share for teaching, then you would just click the screen share button, choose your presentation or your scripture slide, which you've already uploaded over here on overlay. And then in the layout options, pick full screen so that your face is not visible at all. And there it is. It's the same concept. And if you want to go from slide to slide, you would upload all of them and then click each slide every time you want to change. Yeah, it's really that easy. It's really that easy, my friends. And so, this is the way that you can engage without being seen. So, when you're in this space, then I want you to make sure you talk naturally as if your audience can see you. Don't be afraid of the camera or the microphone. What happened with one of my clients before, she thought this was so uncomfortable. She began to her tone of voice. You could hear her nervousness coming through her tone of voice because all of the things began to go through her head. Well, what if my audience doesn't like it? Or what if I sound crazy? Or what if nobody's going to watch it because they don't see my picture? Listen, talk naturally as if your audience can see you. And then you can reference any visuals like as you see on the slide here. When I keep talking about spill the tea, and then your eyes will go to what I have written, which is spill the tea. I'm answering your digital marketing questions. Or you can look at the scripture on the screen, my friends, and you can switch and change things up, but keep your tone of voice warm, personal, and conversational. You do not want to come on and sound afraid. You do not want to come on and sound as if you are not comfortable and confident. This, my friends, is a great starting point for you to begin to build and show up for your family. And so, friends, if you are ready to build, and if you are ready to really leverage your content, this is a great starting point. You can even do so many things with just this. You can create Pinterest video pins. You can use this, even this very graphic. It will also become my thumbnail. But here's the tea, my friends. You don't have to wait until you're ready for the camera. You can start right now with the message that God has given you to share. So if you want more step by step help, assistance, setting up your faceless live streams or recordings, then I want you to, friend, I want you to reach out because I have another visibility workshop coming up that will be in person, but I also will have a recording of the first one as well. Or you could go ahead and grab your Faith Fuel AI starter kit, where I show you exactly how to multiply one recording into a week's worth of content. Remember, obedience is the strategy, visibility is the vehicle, and you are the messenger. So let's get visible without compromise. So I want to thank you so much for joining in for the first episode. I'm so excited about Spill the Tea, where I will be coming on Saturdays answering your digital marketing questions that you may have in this space so that you can show up and do what you are called to do. And so until next time, my friends, watch this screen shift right here that I've been telling you all about. Watch this screen shift. Bam. You see that? I just changed my graphic. It's that easy. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, until the next episode, be blessed, stay anchored, my friends, and stay tuned. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button because we are growing our community and showing up to answer your questions. So be blessed. See you soon.